Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a one product video for you. I thought we were going to give some love to this palette, the Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. This is not a new palette, it's been around for a while and I've had it for a few months myself. I bought it after just seeing pictures of it online, and after playing around with it for a while, I wanted some inspiration for more looks myself. So I was surfing around the YouTube for tutorials, but I couldn't find any. There's not been a lot of talk about this palette, not a lot of tutorials, not a lot of videos. And I think that's sad because this one deserves a lot more love than it's been given. So before we dive into this video with swatches and my thoughts on the palette and a couple of looks that I've come up with myself, if you like beauty content, if you like makeup, if you like tutorials, etc., etc., please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It won't cost you anything, I promise. And when we reach the end of the video, if you like what you've seen, please give it a big thumbs up. But now let's get started. This is an 18 palette, 18 pan palette. And it looks like this. We've got a few neutrals. We've got some got pops of color. We've got some greens. We've got some purples. There are different formulations to the shadows. Some of them are matte, and then we have the sheer iridescent shadows, and we have metallic. And we have duochrome metallics, and we also have a few glow shades. I will swatch this for you, and when I do so, I'll tell you a little bit more about the shades, the formulations, and the palette itself. I will be swatching the palette from left to right, going from top to bottom. The first shade is In Bloom. The second one is Crown. That one takes some building up. The first one, In Bloom, is a matte. The other one is a foil. Then we have Sage, which is a matte. And then we have Thorn, which is a sheer iridescent. This one also takes some building up to show up on my arm. And then we have Ripe, which is a matte. And then we have Forbidden, which is a foil. And then we have Stella, which is a metallic. Then we have Myth, which is a foil. Also takes some building up. And then we have Eve, which is a foil. Then we have Laurel, which is a metallic. Then we have Radiant, which is a metallic duochrome. And we have Ivy, which is a sheer iridescent shade. And then we have West, which is a metallic. Then we have Obscure, which is a glow shade. Then we have Mystic, which is a metallic. And then we have Phoenix, also a metallic. Then we have Locust, which is a metallic iridescent. And then we have Classical, which is a matte. I have to say, these shades are really easy and nice to swatch. Some of the shimmers, the sheer ones, and the full ones feel very creamy, but also you have to build them up a little bit to get them to show up, especially the lighter ones. But the mattes are very easy to work with, very pigmented, not chalky at all, and they don't have a ton of kick up in the pan either. But these are all the shades in the palette. So now let's get into the tutorial bits. I have a couple of looks for you, and I'm going to come in closer so you can see my eyes. If I'm looking down, I have a mirror down here so I can see what I'm doing when I'm filming. First look, I will start with this brown up here, and I will put that in my crease with a fluffy brush. And when I say crease, we all know that's not really true, because since I have hooded eyes, I always have to go a bit above the crease. So I basically press the brush in here where I can feel where my eye bone starts, and then I start to go in windshield wiper motions and then blend up. And I swirl the brush upwards motions to create a lift and distribute the shadow up towards my eyebrow. And the same thing on the other eye. Make sure they're even. This was a little bit more intense, so the other eye was more intense. So I'll add some more shadow here and blend. And then after that, I will go in with a smaller brush and I will dip into this green here and start deepening up things. There's my brush, finally found it. So into the green one, dip my brush into it, tap off the excess, and I'll go into the crease, lower this time, and blend this out. And I will also put it in the outer corner of my eye to darken things up there. By doing so, by putting the darker shadow here and up towards my eyebrow, the tail of my eyebrow, I create a lift. And if you have hooded eyes, this could be a very flattering look on you. It gives sort of that cat-eyed look. Now I'll do the other eye, same thing, into the crease, a little lower than the blending shade. Go back into the blending shade. Take a little bit of that. Can you see what I'm doing here? Tap it off. And just blend the edges of that green shade. So we don't have any harsh lines there. Angling it upwards. Same on the other eye. Blending the edges. And then I want to go into a shimmery or what shade, and I'm thinking we should go in with this Ivy one, this shade here. And I will put that all over my mobile lid, all the way up to that darker crease color. And I will use this to sort of shape my eye as well. And when I come to this part where I have put down that darker green, I pat the brush so they blend together. Same on the other eye, go in with the Ivy one, eye color. See if we can find a better way of holding my mirror. Going with a little more of that dark green. And now I'll take a smaller brush and I will go into this white shade. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'll put that just in the inner corner for a pop. And up in the crease. And the same thing here. Then take some more of that and put it just under my brow and brow bone to highlight that. Like so. And then I need something on my lower lashes, of course. And I will take this small blending brush and I will throw that on the floor. Found it. And I will first go in with the dark green color. blend that all along the lower lash line. And then I wipe off my brush and I will go back into that brown color, and I will use that to blend out the green that we put. Now I'm done with the palette for this look. I'll just take a fluffy brush with nothing on it. I'm gonna brush off. I have a little bit of fallout, not a lot at all. And I'm going to go in with my Hourglass mascara. I will first put that on my lower lashes, upper lashes. I like this mascara. It's very, very lengthening and it doesn't smudge. It's a tubing mascara and it's a really good one. It does a very good job of lengthening and separating the lashes. Not a lot of volume, but then again, you usually don't get that with this type of mascara. This is more for lengthening and separation. And I'm going to use this on my lower lashes as well. And this is the only mascara I own that I can wear on my lower lashes without creasing. Did I say creasing? I meant without flaking or smudging. So, this is the final look. Eyes ready. I really like these shades. I love the green ones, and they seem to pick up the green in my eyes and make them pop a lot, and I really like that. So that was the first look, and now it's time for the second look. So for our second look, we will be dipping in again to the palette, of course, and I will do it a little bit differently this time. I'm going to start with this. Let's see, we have a mauvey shade down here. I'm going to start with that one, and that will go. No, I'm sorry, I will not start with that one because that one has a little bit of a shimmer, and when you have hooded eyes, this fold here, it sort of covers your eyelid, your mobile eyelid, and it can be quite pronounced as it is on me. You can see this here, and if I put anything shimmery on here, that will only emphasize this hood, and I don't want that. I want that to recede, and then I have to use matte shades. So instead I will be going in to this one, this shade up here, a somewhat darker mauvey shade. I will pack that on my brush, my blending brush, a little bit smaller blending brush this time. And I will start by putting that on the crease, or above the crease, I mean. See if I can get a little bit closer. so you can see me, see what I'm doing. Windshield wiper motions on that hood, on top of it, to make it recede. Same thing on the other eye. Looking at both eyes at the same time, making sure that they have the same intensity. Okay. Blend it a little bit more upwards, towards my brow. Now on that transition shade, it's there. I'm going to go in with a smaller shade and it's a smaller brush, I mean, not a smaller shade. Small brush, flat, and I will start packing on this shade, this deeper mauve shade, in the inner and the outer corner. First pack it on the outer corner, and then I will do the same the inner corner, beginning at the roots of my lashes and up towards my crease. And then with what's left on the brush, I will blend in the shade, in the crease, and connect those two with each other. Have a look, see if I made them even. I want a little bit more color on the inner corner and a little bit more on the outer corner. Same thing on the other eye. Okay, so let's now assess the situation. I'm going to see if they look somewhat even. I need a little bit more of the dark shade, and I need to put that here. And then when I'm happy with that, I will flip the brush around, and I have a fluffy brush on this side, and I will go over the edges like this. Now, when I've made sure there are no harsh lines anywhere and everything is well blended, I want the shape that I like. I got the shape that I like. I will go into a shimmery shade. Let's see, which one do we want? I want this one, this purpley, glittery, shimmery shade. And I will put that in between the blank negative space on my eyelid where we don't have any of that dark shadow. So I'm turning this into a halo eye. right in the middle between those dark corners. And that's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we'll see, because I want something a bit more of a pop. So I think I will go in with this shadow up here and just put that just in the center of everything. And I'll take a little bit of that on my brush and just patching that just in the center. For a little bit more of a pop. Just in the center. And then I'll go back to my fluffy brush, and I will take a little tiny bit more of that dark shadow that we used. This one. Just a tiny bit to reinforce the outer and inner corners. I will put that down first. Go over the crease with this. And voila, this is the finished look. I really like this one. I think this is my favorite. I do like the green shades, of course, but I think this is my favorite. And I think that a halo eye, a spotlight eye, this technique with the darker colors in the corners and a glittery or lighter shade in the middle, it's really flattering for hooded eyes. See, my eyes look a lot less hooded now than before. So now I'm gonna put the same mascara, this tubing mascara, my favorite mascara from Hourglass. And like I said, it's Hourglass, so it's quite expensive. So if anyone knows an alternative to this one, mascara that doesn't smudge, doesn't budge, preferably a tubing mascara, but from the drugstore, please let me know down in the comments, because it would be nice to have an alternative that's a little bit cheaper. And again, I'm putting this on my lower lashes, something I would never do with any other mascara. Even the waterproof ones smudge on me. I'm making my funny mascara face. Does anyone else do that? Like funny mascara faces. Okay, so here's the finished look with mascara. I'm quite happy with that. I really like it. So for my final thoughts about this palette, this Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette, I think it's a beautiful palette. You can do so many looks with it, both more nighttime glam looks. You can make really toned down looks. I think you have quite a few shades here for just making a one and done look. So I really like this. The mattes are pigmented and easy to blend, and the shimmers are buttery. They glide on and they really do pack quite a punch. And I think it's overall a beautiful palette. You get a mirror in here that I've of course put my fingerprints on already. Oop. even if it's a cardboard package on it, I think it's quite good quality. It doesn't feel flimsy or like it's gonna break any second. And I think the sizes, the pan sizes, they are good. I think they're really good. This will last you quite a while. And yeah, this is actually one of my favorite palettes, and I do recommend you all to go out and get it if you're looking for a new palette. It's beautiful, and I will link it down below to a few places where you can find it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care, and I see you soon in my next video. Bye!